This video we are going to study about the relation between F and R. F is the focal length and R is the radius of curvature. So we will derive the relation between F and R. So to derive the relation, we first will take one concave mirror. So this is our concave mirror. So in this concave mirror, we will take one principal axis. We will draw the principal axis and we will mention pole, and here focus, and here is the center of curvature. Next, after that we will take one incident ray, and this incident ray is parallel to principal axis. This incident ray is traveling parallel to principal axis, so after reflection it will pass through the focus. So this is the incident ray which is passing through the focus. Now we will take the distance from center of curvature to pole. This distance we will take it as R, radius of curvature. From focus to pole, this distance is focal length, that is F, and this incident ray we will mention it as AB. So this is our incident ray and this is our reflected ray. Now to calculate the angle of incidence and angle of reflection, we need the normal line. So to draw normal line, always we will draw the normal line through the center of curvature in the spherical mirror. So this is the normal line which is passing through the center of curvature. So now this angle is angle of incidence and this is the angle of reflection, and this angle we will mention it as the alpha. So now according to laws of reflection, angle I is equals to angle R. So this is our first equation. We can write angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. This law we have studied in the laws of reflection. Now AB is parallel to CP. See here, this line AB, incident ray, is parallel to CB. If these two lines are parallel and this line is cutting these two parallel line, means this angle I and this angle alpha, these two are the alternate angles, and alternate angles are always equal. So we can write angle I is equals to angle alpha. So this is our second equation. So from 1 and 2 we can write angle R is equals to angle alpha, because see here I is equals to R, angle I is equals to angle alpha. From 1 and 2, this angle R is equals to angle alpha. So now if this angle R and this angle alpha, if these two angles are equal in this triangle, means this triangle is called as an isosceles triangle. So triangle CBF is an isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides are always equal. So this side and this side, these two are equal. So we will write it as CF is equals to FB. Next, after that, for mirror of small aperture, if the mirror is of small aperture, means this BP will becomes a straight line. For straight line we can write this FB is equals to FP. So here we will write it as FB is equivalent to FP. Therefore CF is equivalent to FP. Next, after that, total distance CP can be written as CP is equals to CF plus FP. See here, this total distance, this is our total distance. So this CP can be written as CF plus FP, this distance plus this distance. So CP is equals to, CF can be written as, CF is equivalent to FP, means in place of CF we will write it as FP plus FP So Cp is equals to, it will becomes 2fp. Cp is how much? C to P distance is r. So here we will write it as r is equals to 2. Fp is how much? Fp distance we have taken it as f, focal length. So therefore f is equals to r divided by 2. So this is the relation between focal length and the radius of curvature. So this relation we will use to calculate the focal length or to calculate the radius of curvature. So this is the important relation. And next we will study about the sign convention. So we are having the three sign conventions. So we will study those three sign convention for the spherical mirror. So for that, first we will take concave mirror. Any mirror we can take. Here I am taking concave mirror. This is our principal axis. Here we will take pole, focus, center of curvature, and if we are taking any object, then we will take it as O. Is that clear? Here we are placing any, if we place any object on principal axis, we will mention it as O. Now, first sign convention, what it says means all distances are measured from pole. This is our first sign convention. Means if we want to calculate the distance from center of curvature to pole or to focus to pole or object to pole, always we have to start doing the measurement from the pole. From this we will start doing the measurement. If there is any other object here, then we will do the measurement starting from the pole. So this is the first sign convention. Means any distance, whatever we are calculating, all should be calculated starting from the pole. For example, here somewhere here we are getting image. To calculate this distance also, we have to start doing calculations starting from the pole. From pole to image we will calculate, from pole to focus. So like that all distances are measured starting from the pole. So this is our first sign convention. And second, the direction of incident ray is taken as positive, and opposite to that is taken negative. Means suppose if object is placed here, means this is our incident ray. So this is the direction of incident ray, means this direction we will consider it as the positive. Means in this direction whatever we are doing measurement, all those measurement will be considered as positive. If we are doing measurement opposite to that of this incident ray, means that direction or that value will take it as the negative. For example, if we want to calculate the distance between these 2 points, means focus to pole, suppose if distance is 5 centimeter, then f is equals to 5 centimeter. This we can't write because the direction of incident ray is in this direction. Our measurement is starting from pole to focus. So this is the direction of the measurement, this is the direction of incident ray. These two directions are opposite. So when we are doing measurement opposite in direction of incident, means we will take it as the negative. Suppose if here image is formed, here consider if here image is there and now this distance is considered 7 centimeter. So if you want to write this distance, if you want to calculate this distance, means object distance v is image distance, we will mention it with the v, and this distance we will take it as 7 centimeter. Now here what we will write, plus 7 centimeter or minus 7 centimeter. So our answer is, this is the direction of incident ray, this is the direction of incident ray. Next we are measuring from pole to image, this is the direction of measurement. Here both the direction are same, so here we will take it as the plus 7 centimeter. Next, from center of curvature to this pole, suppose if this distance is 10 centimeter, then how we will write? Plus 10 centimeter or minus 10 centimeter? So our answer is, we will see the direction. This is the direction of incident ray, and we are this distance we are measuring from the pole in the opposite direction. Both are opposite direction, means here we will take it as the negative sign. This is the second sign convention. Next, third, the height above the principal axis. Above the principal axis is positive and below is negative. For example, see here, if this is the height of object, we will mention it as h, and this height, consider it is 2 centimeter, and somewhere here image we are getting, and this image height is h dash, and this h dash is 1 centimeter. Consider. So here what we will write? H is equals to 2 centimeter. Whether we have to take plus 2 or minus 2. So our answer is, here we will take plus 2 centimeter, because this height is above the principal axis. If this is our principal axis and this height is above the principal axis, so we will take it as plus 2 centimeter. H dash value is 1 centimeter. So here this h dash, height of image, is below the principal axis. If we are measuring below the principal axis, then we will take it as the negative sign, that is minus 1 centimeter. So this is the third sign convention. So first is what? All distances are measured from the pole. And next, second, the direction of incident ray is taken as positive, means in which direction the light ray is traveling, means incident ray is traveling. If we are measuring in the same direction, then that value will be positive. If we are measuring opposite to that of the incident ray, then it is taken as the negative. Third is, height above principal axis is positive, below principal axis is negative. So this is all about the sign convention for spherical mirror. All these sign convention we will use in the mirror formula. Mirror formula is 1 by f is equals to 1 by v plus 1 by u. This we will derive in the next video. So in this formula, here we want the signs, whether this f is positive or negative. V is the image distance, u is the object distance. So for all this we need the sign. So to calculate that sign, we have to understand this sign convention. So in next video we will derive this relation, that is the mirror formula.